Hello and welcome back again to YellowCard Vanguard. Toku here with another combo video for Thavas. This combo video is going to be a bit different from the ones you're used to, the ones that show you the reach of a deck, because I feel that just being able to read the cards and striding to Alexandros, you should be able to figure out yourself how to get the maximum reach. But what I want to do in this combo video is actually show off the other cards in the G-Zone and why they're actually part of the G-Zone, such as Lambros, Commander Thavas, and Sabreeze, and Whaling Thavas even. Most of the combos in this video will be shown as how to recover, how to draw cards into hand to prepare for an Alexandros turn, instead of just going straight into the Alexandros turn. The key card that I want to feature, which sets off a lot of these combos and which allows a lot of these waves to happen, is the one and only Tidal Assault. Oh. It's actually Petros. The reason why I'm highlighting Petros is because Petros plays a different role in Thavas than it does in a lot of other decks. A lot of the times in other decks, you want to slap down your Persona crits, boosted by your starter, hit them for 9, swing of your Vanguard, Persona crit in, draw 1, that kind of stuff. Generally, I tend to actually like to hold a copy of Petros in hand that I can use to enable waves with a whiff. You can swing one with Petros, whiff, and that'll be your first wave. And he replaces himself in hand, so it's not a hard neg. And without further ado, let's get on with the combos. This first combo features Lambros. The goal of this combo is to go from 0 to 8 hand at the end of the turn. And to do that, we are gonna use our key cards, SaberFlow and Cipra. We can see that we've got our GB1 active with our G-Guard, so we can go into Lambros now. And the reason why I'm promoting Lambros for this turn is that when you're at GB1, going into Stride, Lambros and Alexandros will be just as effective as one another for the purpose of hitting larger numbers, but Lambros doesn't cause a counterblast, and that's actually important as long as you hit your waves properly. So, features of this combo is you need to be on Storm Thavas. Ideally, you have Mitros, 1 counterblast open. You've got the legendary wave enabler Petros, SaberFlow Sailor, a card Solomon and I have been promoting for Thavas for a while, Cipra to hit 11k by herself and to get that draw 1 on wave 2, and something to stride with. We just drew for turn, so now we're going to pay cost for stride and go into Lambros. With Thavas' stride skill, we'll call Cipra to the back here. We'll give her resist, and because she has wave, she gets the attack from the back. We'll make SaberFlow in front of Mitros, so this boosting hits for numbers. And we'll make Petros in front of Cipra, so that way we don't overclog when we get the superior call from Mitros. First wave, we're going to swing with Petros. This will whiff. Second wave, we'll swing with Cipra, and with her skill, counterblast 1 to draw 1. Next, our third wave will be SaberFlow boosted by Mitros. Finally, we attack with Lambros. This is their fourth wave, so his skill is active. Flip up a copy of himself, Petros, and Mitros will activate. Soul in to draw 1. Soul in to superior call Storm Thavas from deck. These two will stand, and they both get 10k. We'll do our drive checks, ignore the triggers for now. We'll swing 11 to the Vanguard. This is wave 5, so the skills on these two units are off. We'll swing for 18. We'll use SaberFlow's effect to retire her and draw 2. Then we'll swing for Cipra for 21. End of turn. We'll unstride and bounce the Thavas back to hand. So the second combo is going to be similar to the first one. However, the difference being that this time we get first stride, so we haven't G-guarded and we won't be able to go to Lambros. We've got our 1 counterblast, so it's important to question yourselves whether or not that 1 counterblast should be used for Alexandros' restand or to use for Cipra's draw 1. I personally believe that that counterblast in the early game is more efficient on a draw that lets you draw into more pieces for your combos, where Alexandros scales into the late game better. As such, this combo will feature Storm Thavas. We've got Mitros, 1 counterblast open, Stride Fodder, SaberFlow, Petros, our wave enabler, and we've got Cipra. Starting off the turn, we'll pay cost for stride and go into Commander Thavas. Using the stride skill, we'll call Cipra and she gets the back row attack. Next, we'll make Petros and we'll make SaberFlow up here. Using Commander Thavas' skill, we'll flip up a copy of himself. We're going to give the 5k to Petros so that way he hits the Vanguard Otherwise, you would give 5k here if they have a 9k rearguard to swing at. So assuming they are only on Vanguard, we'll give the 5k here so he hits 13. So wave 1, we'll swing 13 to the Vanguard. Wave 2, we'll swing with Cipra, use a skill to counterblast 1 and draw. On the third wave, we'll swing with our Vanguard. These skills activate. Soul in, draw 1. Soul in. We will superior call a Storm Thavas out. We'll do our drive checks. 1, 2, 3. Great, we got a trigger. We can give that 5k to the SaberFlow. It's important to note that if you give the 5k to the Petros, then you need to bank getting a trigger on your drive checks so that way SaberFlow hits numbers. If you're not feeling confident in that, then you should give the 5k to SaberFlow and accept the fact that one of your attacks will whiff. But generally though, speaking from a game player's perspective, you should generally bank on triggers hitting so that way you can give 5ks to the cards that haven't attacked yet. On the fourth wave, we'll swing with Thavas. No counterblast if you can't use a skill. On the last wave, we'll use SaberFlow, retire her, and draw 2 cards. End of turn, on stride, bounce the Thavas back to hand, and once again we've ended our turn with 8 cards in hand for 1 counterblast. This next combo features Sabreeze. So your opponent's an idiot and they decided to grade 2 game Thavas. What you can do now is Sabreeze them, hit your waves, get your value off of Mitros before they get their stride, and plus like a bitch. Features, we're gonna have 3 counterblasts because they grade 2 rushed us. Then we will counterblast 2, ditch a card to stride into Sabreeze. Using Thavas' skill, we'll once again call Cipra to the back, protect her. We'll make Petros here. Just like the last 2 combos, we'll swing 9 to their Vanguard or Rearguard, remembering that now they're on grade 2 still, so 9k will hit. We'll swing Cipra to their Vanguard, counterblast 1, draw. Mind you, this is now 14k to their 9k, so this actually requires a lot to guard. Then we'll swing with Vanguard, soul in, draw 1. Soul in. Superior to call Thavas. Drive check 1. Drive check 2. Drive check 3. Now, if we had an extra counterblast, we could actually swing with Thavas and swing with Thavas again, forcing a lot of cards out of their hand while they're still only on grade 2, making their first stride a lot weaker. At the end of turn, we'll bounce the Thavas back. We'll unstride. More cost heavy, but Thavas doesn't have a problem with counter charge. We started with 3 cards in hand, called all of them down, used 1 for stride, and we got 6 cards back in hand. The last combo that I'll show you today is one that uses Wailing Thavas. So, look at our hand, we've got our main combo pieces, 2 Ortias to enable the double restand. We've got our self restanders in Thavas, Adelaide, Tidal Assault. It's important that at least one of your restanders is this Thavas, because he has the wave ability, which gets the back row attack from Thavas' stride skill, which means we can attack an extra few times from the back row. Then we're going to have something to stride with. We want all 5 counterblasts face up, and want to be on at least GB2 when we stride into Wailing Thavas. Some decks have the ability to consistently spam perfect guards, or you just saw your opponent drive check 3 perfect guards. At this point, you can go into Wailing Thavas, pay the cost for stride, and go into Wailing Thavas. With Thavas' stride skill, we call Thavas here. He gets back row attack, because he has the wave ability. We'll make Ortia here, Ortia there, Adelaide, and skill to get the self restand, and we'll make title. Important to note, for every Adelaide you need an extra soul and an extra counterblast, which means 2 Adelaides you need to have some way of countercharging, be it Galphilia or Supersonic Sailor. However, if you have 2 title assaults, you can be with open on 4 counterblasts and still be able to do this. We'll use these dice to keep track of how many attacks we've gotten this turn. On our first wave, we'll swing with Thavas. Wave 1. His skill goes off. Counterblast 1, restand. Swing 2, that's second wave. He's done for now. On our third wave, we'll swing with Tidal Assault. This will whiff. He'll restand. Then we'll swing for 11. This will hit. This is fourth wave. Ortia will pop. Counterblast 1. Soul Blast 1 to restand the title and give him minus 5k. Swing for a whiff. We'll swing Sword of Adelaide for 11 to Vanguard and restand for the 6th wave. We'll swing Adelaide boosted by Ortia for the 7th wave. Ortia's skill goes off, Counter Blast, Soul Blast. Restand the Adelaide, she loses 5k. We'll swing for a whiff, and that'll be the 8th wave. We'll swing with Wailing Thavas, Counter Blast 1 for the skill. They have to retire 8 units, so this is basically a board wipe. And then we hit, because of 8 waves, we get plus 40k, so 66k glory swing to their Vanguard. This requires at least double G guard, and at then that's even like 1 or 2 to pass. At which point, we drive check and we get triggers like a good player. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that combo video. It's a lot different from what you're expected from combo videos that show you reach, but I wanted to show you what Thavas can do outside of an Alexandros turn. Thavas is actually a bit underestimated for their draw potential, but hitting the proper waves and using SaberFlow alongside Petros, you can recuperate hand so incredibly that collecting combo pieces is a cinch for you, and I wanted to show that. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the YellowCard Vanguard channel. Don't forget to hit the bell button so that way you get notifications when we make new videos and new content for you. Leave down in the comments below if you've potentially found another combo that lets you draw a lot of cards, maybe does something different than just Alexandros stand, swing, swing, something that you'd like the world to know and that you're proud of finding out. Let me know in the comments down below as well whether or not you prefer these like maximum reach combos where I show how big these rear guards can get, how many times I can attack with, or you like these bridging strides where I show you how to recuperate from a bad turn, how to replenish hand, and how to collect pieces for your next turn's combo. Once again, thanks for watching. This has been Toku from YellowCard Vanguard. Toku out.